Hello Chatbox out there, it's a brand new week, so you guys know what that means. A new week with lots of new adventures to be had. I'm going to be taking you guys along on my adventures that I get up to this week. It's Monday and I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off work. I'm not on work till Friday evening now, and I'm off to see Lady Gaga tomorrow night up in Manchester. Me, Tash and Jazz are going up and we're staying overnight in an Airbnb, coming back Wednesday evening. So it means we have most of Tuesday day and Wednesday day to explore. I'm so excited. I keep sending Tash lots of TikToks of things to see and do in Manchester and 10 free things to do in Manchester, and it's getting me so excited. I then got up after a lie-in and I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast and watched a bit of TV, and then I headed off on a walk and went off to the high street, went off to one of the flower shops and got some flower sets in there that I'll show you guys. The bouquets of flowers in there are so beautiful, with lots of lovely roses and dahlias, some of my favourite flowers to get snaps of, and lovely colours. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower shop keepers in there. I got some plaques off in there that I'll show you guys. They've got a load of beautiful plants in the window displays, so I was getting some great snaps on there with lovely patterns on the leaves and all the succulents and cactuses. They always have such beautiful plant displays. I love that shelving unit with all the plants and pots on it. I then went off and had a look around some of the charge shops, went off into one of the book shops, then to the card factory and to W. Smith's, and then went off into one of the cafes. I got 2 mirror selfies on there. The mirrors in there are so beautiful. I love getting mirror selfies from there with the pretty wallpaper and the lights. I then made my way down to my grandma's where I was helping her sort out a spare room, which is the kids' room where my cousins used to stay when they were coming over. So there was lots of toys underneath the bunk beds in drawers, so I got those out and had 3 piles. I had a keep, donate or a bin section, so I was sorting all of those out. I then had some tuna sandwiches and a cup of tea whilst at my grandma's for my lunch, and some trifle that she'd made, which was so delicious. And then I finished doing that and I then headed off on more of my walk. I was enjoying the sunshine and blue skies. I was listening to music on my headphones. It was such a lovely sunny day, and on my way back I came across these beautiful yellow flowers and got a stack of those. Flowers are so beautiful. I then got back and was listening to a bit of music. I was listening to a bit of Lady Gaga, getting me so excited for tomorrow night. Can't believe we're seeing Lady Gaga tomorrow night. I then had a cup of tea and some biscuits and went some more of those biscuits out. Worked on some illustrations and kind of some of those in, and got my bag packed ready for tomorrow, ready to go. And I called Tash and was chatting with her. It turns out that the train we were supposed to be getting has been cancelled, unfortunately, so we're going to be getting another train. It's all sorted, panic averted, because I was getting a bit anxious. It's all under control. We're going to be getting a later one, and it will be a bit of a longer journey, but we'll get there for about 2ish. I then was sorting out my Bluetooth doll into a new look, and I'll show you guys that. Here's my Bluetooth doll's new look, starting off with the shoes. She's got this gold shoes on with such beautiful details. I love the white detailing as well. And she has these blue denim jeans on and this beautiful gold flat sleeved laced top with a black choker necklace and a gold bracelet for accessories with a purple bow on the bracelet. I love the details. And she's got her bow in her hair, and this is the whole look. I love that look, very autumnal. I then was just writing a bit of my journal entry for today. I'm watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and I'm now off to go to my older sister's house for tea. We're going to be watching Hocus Pocus and doing some Lego, as I've got a Lego plant set Tash got me that I'm going to get my older sister to help me with. So we're going to be sorting that out whilst watching Hocus Pocus. I'm going to be having tea there, and my older sister is going to be doing some parsnip and carrot suit from scratch, and it sounds amazing. And just see you with more to vlog when I'm back. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back for B at my older sister's house. I'd gone over there for tea, and I brought down the Lego set that Tash had bought me for my birthday of the plant. And we got there, and we got the film on, and we were watching Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, and got the Lego out and started doing those. And I needed a little bit of help as it was a little bit fiddly, but she did one and I did the other, and I did really well considering how it can be a bit difficult. And I hadn't done a Lego set for a long time, and not one on my own, so I was really chuffed that I managed to do it. I only needed a little bit of help towards the end, and we then had our tea, and we had chili on jacket potato, so being chili. We were going to have carrot parsley soup, but my older sister decided to do something different instead, and I'll show you guys that. The bean chili on the jacket potatoes is so good with lots of cheese on. I then got a snap of the sunset, and I'm going to show you guys that. It's so beautiful. We then continued on with the Lego building, which was so much fun, and I had such a lovely evening. I'm going to show you guys some snaps from the movie and Lego night at my older sister's house. I had such a great evening, and we ended up watching The Little Vampire as well, which is such a great film. And then I got dropped back by my older sister. My older sister then stayed for a little bit, and she's now gone off home, and she wished me a lovely time up in Manchester with Tash and Jamie tomorrow. Can't believe I'm seeing Lady Gaga tomorrow. So freaking excited. And I'm now off to go and watch my journal entry for today, and then watch today's Home and Away, UK Soaps and Big Brother, and just see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Tuesday, and I am in Manchester. I got up about 6ish, got showered and changed, had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, said goodbye to Bear and Purdy, and then head off to meet with Tash and Jazz up at Walk Street car park bus stop to go get the bus into Bristol to get another bus to Temple Meads to get the train from there into Newport, and from Newport to Manchester. And I headed up there, and whilst on my way up there I was listening to Lady Gaga on my headphones, and the bus at the house centre arrived, which is just around the corner from mine. So instead of meeting them at the bus stop by Aldi, I ended up getting the bus from the house centre and met them, and then we got the bus to town, and then got some Greggs from there, and Tash and Jamie got some Burger King, and then we got the bus from there and went off into Temple Meads and got the train from there and headed off to Newport, and then had to get a train from Newport into Manchester. And whilst on the train to Manchester, I got, as you can see, the side from there, and I'm sure you guys that. It was so delicious. I was then just listening to music on my headphones, had a little bit of a nap here and there, and was enjoying the views of the countryside out of the window. I was having some good chats with Tash and Jamie, and then we arrived and we went off. I had a little bit of an explore and went off and had one of the shops, and I got a snap of me in one of the mirrors from one of the shops we've gone to, and I'll show you guys that. You know I love a selfie. We then had a look at some more of the shops, and Tash got a shirt and skirt to wear for Lady Gaga this evening. I'm just going to be wearing this and some black jeans, and I just can't wait to see Lady Gaga. I can't believe it's finally here. We then went and had a look at some more of the shops, and I got a snap of this quote on the side of one of the buildings. I'm going to show you guys that. I love that quote so much, and they've also got such cool artwork up and around Manchester, and I was loving having a look at all the street art that they had up and all the cute bridges. And we did so much walking to try find the Airbnb that we were going to be staying in, and we finally found it, and we are here. And I'm going to show you guys a quick tour of the Airbnb that we're staying in. Here is our Airbnb where we're staying, There's a doorway behind me and you come through into the kitchen area. Lovely kitchen diner with a dining table over here by the little balcony that looks out. It's got nicely set up for some breakfast. And then we have this bit here. Nathan left us some quality treats, a nice little treat for us. Here's Tash, just chilling before Gaga. And then we have the living room. We've got a sofa here, a sofa there, a little table, TV, and then there's a mirror. Here I am. This is my outfit for Gaga. Cannot wait to see Gaga. Got some games over here with a little table, and then they've got some cool little trinkets on the shelf here. And then in here, we've got one of the bedrooms. This is where Jazz is going to stay, and then Tash is going to be out here. And then we have this little bit here, a little storage bit, and then there's a bathroom in here. If I find the light, there's one of the bathrooms. We've got an ensuite, and then we come out of here and went past this bathroom here, which is by my bedroom, is where we will leave you guys. So here is my bedroom where I'm going to be staying. With a little desk where I can sit and write my journal and do my drawings and stuff. Got a wardrobe here, and there's a little sliding wall that slides across from where the living room is. And there's this lovely big bed, there's a little fan, and then two drawers outside, and then these lovely bits of artwork up here, which are so beautiful. And there's my desk. I just got my bag there, pajamas there, my PJs that I'm wearing tonight, and then just got my jumper for what I'm gonna wear tomorrow in there. And yeah, it's a really nice Airbnb. It's so adorable. We're now just chilling. I'm probably just going to get a meal deal from a Tesco's Express, which is just down from where we're staying, and then heading off to see Lady Gaga. And I'm so excited and to see when I'm back from Lady Gaga with more of the vlog. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Lady Gaga. We got the Uber to Lady Gaga, and we got there, and there was such a big queue as expected, with it being a big concert and it being Lady Gaga. Got in there, and then we went off and got some drinks and got some merch from the merch stand, and there was a massive queue for the merch. Finally got to the merch and got some merch, and I'm going to show you guys that and some photos from Lady Gaga. Here's what I got from the Mayhem Lady Gaga tour merch stand. I got this bandana that says Mayhem and Lady Gaga on, and has some really cool images on. I also got this fan that I haven't opened yet, and it says Dance or Die on. And then we got given these bracelets that lit up, and it says Lady Gaga Mayhem on the band, which I will cherish forever. And then this bag, which we got given to have the stuff in, says Lady Gaga Mayhem, and there's images on the back and they change, which is really cool. The concert was amazing. The singing, the choreography, the dancing, the sets, the costumes. Lady Gaga was incredible, and I just can't believe that I've seen her live now. It's like a dream, and it went so quick. You know what they say, time flies when having fun, and her vocals are just out of this world. And we had these bracelets that lit up, and it just made it look so beautiful, and it was so lovely having all her fans celebrating, singing along to her songs, and my heart was just full of joy with everyone having so much fun, singing and dancing, and just had such an amazing evening, a night that I am not going to forget for a long time. Probably one of my favourite concerts I've ever been to, that and obviously Kylie Minogue. And then we went off to McDonald's and got some tea from there. The McDonald's was so delicious. We then got an Uber back and I finished my journal entry for today, put that away and packed my bag as we have to be out early tomorrow. We're going to be doing some exploring tomorrow of Manchester, which I'm very excited about. Got a few things I'd like to go to and do. And then we had taken some Polaroid camera snaps from Jamie's Polaroid camera just for going to see Lady Gaga, and they came out really well, and I'm sure you guys have a clip of those. Here are the Polaroids that Jamie did on her Polaroid camera. Here's Jamie, Tasha and me. They look very great. I love the effect on the Polaroid camera. I love these snaps. I'm going to be keeping the one of me and putting that in my journal as a little safe keep. And I'm now going to be heading off to bed. I've got to be up early to get out of the place we're staying at. And we're going to be going out for some breakfast, which should be nice. And shall see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Wednesday morning and I've got up and packed, ready to get out of the Airbnb we're staying in before 10. So me and Jamie and Tash are going to be going off to get some breakfast and then having a bit of an explore of Manchester. Got a few things I'd like to go and see and do, and I shall see you when I'm back from Manchester. It's later on in the day now and I'm back for being in Manchester with Tash and Jamie. I had such a great time exploring Manchester. So we headed off from the Airbnb that we'd been staying in and put the key back in the lockbox, and then we headed off to get the tram into town, and we went off to the Northern Quarter and went off to get some breakfast, and we went off to this Coronation Street cafe to have some breakfast from there, and I had a fry up from there and a cup of tea, and I got some snaps of the Coronation Street Food Cafe, and I'll show you guys that. It was so cool with the Coronation Street artwork, and the menu had all the Coronation Street characters from past and present on, so we were looking through that, trying to find out how many we knew and remembered. And then we had our breakfast and I had such a lovely fry up from there, and I'll show you guys that. We then went off and had a look around some of the shops, and we went into HMV and to a few other shops in there, and then we headed off to go to some vintage shops, and whilst looking around the shops I got a snap of the ceiling from the shopping centre with these lights hanging down. We then went off and had a look around some of Manchester, just exploring, and we came across some really pretty artwork, and I'm going to show you guys. There's leaves all over the building, and those frogs on the building are so cool. We then went off into this vintage shop and I got some snaps from there. I then got a mirror selfie from there. That mirror is so beautiful, and they'd had a power cut, so they had no light, and we're getting that sorted, but it added to the ambience of the place. And I was chatting with the shopkeeper in there, and we were just saying about how we'd seen Lady Gaga the night before, and she was off to see it in the evening. So I wished her a lovely time at the concert, and then we headed off and had a look at some more of the shops, and I went off to this flower shop and I got some flower sets from there. Such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with lovely colours and patterns on the flowers. I then got some plant pots from there. The plant displays are so beautiful with lovely patterned leaves and all the succulents and cactuses. I then got a snap of some pumpkins, and I'll show you guys those. Lovely pumpkins give me autumnal Halloween vibes. So excited for Halloween. I then got some snaps of some dried flowers. It's so lovely in there. I was having a lovely chat with the flower shopkeepers in there. I then went downstairs, but they had some more dried flowers, and then me, Tash and Jamie went off to another vintage shop where we got a cute mirror selfie, and I'll show you guys. We were then having a lovely look around that vintage shop, and it was playing lots of Lady Gaga, which we were loving. After seeing her last night, we were on a bit of a Lady Gaga high, so we were enjoying the Lady Gaga that they were playing, and we're looking at all the lovely clothes they have in there, and they have some really cool pieces. And I then got a mirror selfie from this beautiful lit up mirror, and I'll show you guys that. That mirror is so beautiful. We had a really good look around there, and then we went off to this massive vintage shop with 4 stories with lots of independent vintage shops selling some really cool things. So we headed off in there, and it had some really cool artwork for sale, lots of mirrors for me to get mirror selfies in, which I love. You know I love a mirror selfie. And I got a snap of this neon sign, and I'll show you guys. I love that neon sign, it's so cool. We then had a look around some of the shops they had in there, and Tash and Jamie got a few bits on there. I almost got something, but I decided not to, and I got some mirror selfies from there, and I'll show you guys those. The mirrors they have in there are so cool. And then I got a snap of these lanterns and fans they had hanging up for the ceiling. It's so pretty in there. We didn't get to explore all of it because we ran out of time, but we're going to be definitely planning to go back to Manchester very soon and explore more of that shop. We then went off to go get some lunch, and just before heading off there, I'd got a snap next to the front door of the vintage shop that we've been into. It's such a cool shop, definitely can't wait to get back there again soon. We then went off to this really nice restaurant to have some lunch, and I had a chicken Caesar salad from there, and I'll show you guys that. It was so delicious. I then got a mirror selfie from there, and I'll show you guys that. I love the vibe in that place, it's so beautiful, and they had a load of lanterns hanging above and some plants on the walls, and I got some stuff of that, I'll show you guys. It's so lovely in there, and the guy that served us was so nice, and we were having some great chats with them, and we had water brought to the table, and I had sort of water. I'm not really a big fan of drinking water, but this water tasted so good. I don't know if they put cucumber or lemons in it or what, but I was drinking so much of it, I ended up having to go off to the little boys' room, and I then got a cute mirror selfie, and I'll show you guys that. We then went off and had a look around some more of the shops, and we had walked so much that by the end our legs were all feeling very sore and feeling that they were going to fall off. So we then ended off our day in Manchester by going off to Costa Coffee, and I had a deluxe hot chocolate with a cherry baked quilt, and I'll show you guys that. The luxury hot chocolate was huge, it had cream, marshmallows, the full works. It was so good, and we just sat and chilled in there for a little bit and waited till it was time to go off to get the train home. And I didn't have my cherry baked quilt whilst there, so I put it in my bag to have that whilst on the train journey home. We then headed off to get the train back, and we got to the station and went off to WH Smith's as Jazz had to get some bits from there, and I ended up getting this little pumpkin plushie, and it's so adorable. Look at its little face and its little feet, and yeah, I want you guys to name him. Let me know what you think I should call this guy. And then we got the train back. We had to get the train from Birmingham and then get from there back to Bristol, and the journey went really well. We were sat on a 4-seater little table, so we sat the just listening to our music and just chilling and chatting. Also had a few little bits of naps here and there as it'd been a long day and had tired me out. And then I uploaded a TikTok about seeing Lady Gaga with some videos and clips from that, and posted that onto my Facebook as well, and it was taking ages to load, and it finally posted. And then we got back and Tash and Jamie's dad picked us up and dropped me home. I then got back, got unpacked, put that in the wash and put my bag away, and was just chatting with my mum all about how seeing Lady Gaga and being in Manchester was, and I've just had such a lovely time away. Just want to thank Tash and Jamie for such a lovely trip away seeing Lady Gaga and exploring Manchester. And I'm now off to go and finish my journal entry for today and watch today's Home and Away UK soaps and watch Tuesday's Bake Off and also catch up with Big Brother as well. And I shall see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Thursday and I got up after a lie-in. I then had some peanut butter toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast and finished off catching up on the UK soaps and Bake Off and Big Brother and Home and Away. I started catching up with it last night, but I ended up falling asleep as I was absolutely pooped. Just finished catching up with that. I then listened to it in music, worked on some illustrations and cut myself dozing, and was watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and was having some bear cuddles. And then I got myself ready to go off for a little stroll, and whilst on my walk I was listening to music on my headphones and was listening to a lot of Lady Gaga, still on that Lady Gaga high. Still can't believe we've seen her live. And then I came across this beautiful autumnal leaf with such lovely reds and oranges and yellows, and I'm sure you guys the snap I got off that. I love this time of year, all of the beautiful colourful leaves, all the orange and yellow and red leaves are just so beautiful, and the crunchy leaves beneath your feet as you're walking along. It's just so good. I then got some flower snaps and I'll show you guys those. Such beautiful colours on these flowers, lots of reds, pinks and yellows. I was able to get snaps of whilst on my walk. I then got back, and for my lunch I had some Nutella sandwiches with a cup of tea. Bloody love a bit of Nutella. I was then just watching some stuff off record, writing some more of my journal entry for today, and I'm now just going to be chilling and watching some episodes of Doctor Who. And then this evening I'm going to be going to games night, and I'm going to get some drinks from the shop before going down there. I'm going to be getting dropped down there, and it should be good to be catching up with everyone and telling them more about how Lady Gaga was. And I shall see you with a bit more of the vlog when I'm back from games night later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at games night at Jen's. So I got myself ready to go off to games night, and my dad brought me down to games night. And before that, I popped to the shops to get some drinks for games night. Got to games night, and it was me, Dean, Jenny, Tash and Jamie, and Tash and Jamie, who normally run a little bit late, actually beat me there for a change, as when I'd gone to get the drinks it was actually really busy in there, so it took me a while to get to a checkout point to buy the drinks, as there's quite a big queue. And we played some games. We played Monopoly Bid, and then played Grab the Mic, and this other game which I can't remember the name of, but it was really fun. And we had some sandwiches for tea, these big sandwiches which were so good, and I'll show you guys those. They're so delicious, had really nice fillings in. We then had some cupcakes that Tash and Jamie had brought for dessert. We played some more games. Then we were just listening to a bit of cheesy pop, like the Let's Catch Up song and Saturday Night, and the old like school disco kind of cheesy pop that you listen to and dance to at school discos, reminiscing about school discos. And then we were watching some YouTube videos, like really old YouTube videos that we remember watching when we were kids, like the Duck song and Harry Potter Puppet Pals and things like that. Just having a good laugh. and just chatting and having such a lovely evening. And then I got dropped back by Tasha and Jeremy's dad, and I then got home and had a little bit of a cuddle with Bear, and he got a new toy that he destroyed within seconds of getting it. Absolutely marvelised it. And I then finished my journal entry for today, put that away, and I'm now off to get into my PJs and watch today's Home Away, UK soaps and Big Brother, and just see if more of vlog tomorrow. It's now Friday, almost the weekend, and I got up early ready to go off to morning group. I had some lemon curd toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. Not lemon curd, lime curd toast, because I accidentally grabbed the wrong thing from the garden centre the other day, but I'm actually really liking this lime curd toast. Had some bear cuddles, listened to a bit of music and just watched a little bit of TV, and then my mum got ready to drop me off to morning group. I then got dropped to morning group, got into morning group and was having a lovely catch up with everybody and telling them all about how Lady Gaga was and how Exploring Manchester had been. And then we were doing some baking, which I love. I love a bit of baking at morning group, always have so much fun. I was doing baking and was helping some of the others with the baking as well, and we were making apple crumble, and it was so much fun. Got a little bit messy with lots of flour everywhere, cleaned all that up and waited for them to cook. And whilst waiting for that, we had some cups of tea and coffee and some biscuits. I just had a good natter, and then they were finished, and it was the end of the session. And the morning group sessions always go so quickly, you're not going to say time flies when you're having fun. And I got picked up by my mum, got back, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of the crumble that I made. Here's the apple crumble that I made at morning group this morning. It looks so good. I'm surprised it turned out as well as it did, and it smelled amazing, and I can't wait to have this for pudding this evening after tea when I get back from work. My dad's popping to Tesco's to get some bits, and he's going to be getting me some custard to have with my crumble, and I'm so excited to have a bit of this crumble. Looks so good. And then I just chilled for a little bit, and then me and my mum had to go off down to my grandma's to get some stuff from hers to take up to the charity shops. And then my mum dropped me off to Dobby's, my happy place, and I got in there and I got some flower starts from there. Let me show you guys. I was able to get lots of pretty colourful flower snaps with really lovely patterns on. Just love flower photography so much. I then head off to the autumn and Halloween decor section, and I'm going to show you guys the stats I got from there. They do such spectacular displays in there for their autumn and Halloween displays, and I had a lovely look around there. Of course, I had to have a look at the Christmas section, and it added a load of new stuff since the last time I'd been there, and they were playing Christmas music and it was getting me feeling very festive. I was like, no, it's too soon. I'd at least wait till the 10th of November after 5 at night to then get Christmassy, so it's too soon, but doesn't hurt to have a little look around there. I then went off to the plant section and I got some plant stats on there. I had a lovely look around there at the plant section and was able to get some really pretty leaf snaps with lovely colours and patterns on, and I then went off to the home section and was looking at some of the stationery and the sweets section and the Christmas food and like sweets and chocolates they have out, making me very tempted to get some, but I'm trying to be good. I then made my way back from the garden centre, and on the way from there I was listening to music on my headphones, having a lovely stroll back, enjoying the lovely autumnal weather we've been having, lovely crisp weather, crunchy leaves underneath my feet, absolutely love it. I then came across this shed in one of the allotments on my way back that had this beautiful artwork of lots of painted flowers on the side of this shed, and I got a snap of that. Let me show you guys. It's so beautiful. I then went off to One Stop to get myself some lunch from there and a drink from work this evening. And then on the way back from there, I got a snap of these beautiful autumnal coloured red leaves, and I'll show you guys those. They have such beautiful colours on. I then got back and my new jumper had finally arrived. I thought it was never getting here, and so I opened that and tried that on, and I'm going to show you guys that. My new jumper has arrived. I bloody love this jumper. It's this lovely green colour with autumn leaves all over it. It's one of my favourite things about autumn, or the orange, red and yellow leaves. It's just such a beautiful time of year with the changing of the leaves, and it's so cosy vibes and just really comfortable. Fits like a glove, and it gives me Charlie Spring from Heartstopper vibes with all the leaves all over it, and I can't wait to wear this throughout autumn. That's my new favourite jumper. I love it so much. It's giving me Heartstopper vibes. I then got a mirror selfie from the mirror behind me with all of my autumnal leaf lights on the mirror, and I'm sure you guys. I then had my lunch that I got from One Stop, and I had some chicken Caesar wraps, some barbecue hula hoops, which are my favourite type of hula hoops, and then a Miller corner yogurt, which is one of my favourite types of yogurts. And I had the white chocolate and dark chocolate bubble one, which I love. I then popped down to where these autumn leaves are to get a selfie in front of those with my green leaf covered jumper I just got, and I had a vision and it worked. It looked great, my eyes looked super blue. I then got back and my dad had gone to take Bear off for his walk, and they were back, and my mum had taken my grandma to a doctor's appointment and she got back from that, and I'm now off to go and write a little bit of my journal entries for today, and then I'm going to be watching a bit of Heartstopper as after getting that jumper. It's got me in a bit of a Heartstopper mood. I'm just going to be chilling before going off to work this evening, and just see more of the vlog when I'm back from work. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back for a bit of work. I had work 5 till close, so I got myself ready for work. I then got dropped to work, got into work, put my bag away and got my drink that I got for work out and had some of that. And it was me and one other colleague on shift until Jamie got in at 6, and I was just doing some closing jobs that you get done early, and some cleaning jobs, running food and drinks and doing some food and drink orders and drinks making, and so on, chat to some of the regulars. And it'd been quite busy, so there's quite a lot of things to clean and tidy up, and I was cleaning tables inside as well as outside, as we've had a few people sitting outside for coffees and drinks. I started doing a lot of pint pouring and even did a few coffee making, and I'm getting a lot more confident on the coffee machine, which I'm loving doing. Did a few cappuccinos, and then Jamie got in at 6 and I got quite busy. We had a couple bookings in and quite a few big groups in for drinks, so we were just doing lots of gins and pouring lots of pints. And then I finished at 10 and I clocked off, got my bag, and then got picked up by my dad. I then went off to Tesco's and got myself some tea from there, and then I got back and I got into my PJs and got us all chocolate eclairs to have. There's a little 4-pack. I got them for me, my mum, my dad and my younger sister, and I had a pasta chicken Caesar salad for tea. I'm going to show you guys. Those pasta chicken Caesar salads Tesco's do are so delicious, with lots of Caesar salad dressing, which I love. I love a bit of Caesar salad cream. And then I had my chocolate eclair with a cup of tea in my cactus mug. I think I got it from Tiger in the Mall. I love that mug so much. I didn't finish my journal entry for today. Put that away and put my work clothes in the wash. I'm now not in until Sunday, doing a 10 till 5 on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to having a little bit of a lie-in tomorrow. And I'm now off to go and watch today's Home Away, UK Saves and Big Brother. I shall see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely weekend. So I got up on my Saturday morning after a little bit of a lie-in. I got up about 11ish, and then I got showered, and whilst listening to my music playlist whilst having my shower, I then got a text by Tash, who asked if I could come into work, as we were a colleague down. So there was only 3 of them and they were absolutely slammed. So I said, yeah, sure. So I quickly got into my uniform, and then I got dropped up to the high street, and just before I started my shift, I was doing a 12 till 5. I popped to one of the flower shops and I got some flowers out from there, and I'll show you guys. they've always got such beautiful bouquets in there with such lovely flowers and colourful flowers, lots of dahlias and roses, which I love. I then was having a lovely chat with the flower shopkeepers in there and got a plant window display snap, and I'm sure you guys that. Their bouquets and plant window displays are always so beautiful. I love it in that flower shop. I then went off to Co-op and got myself a drink for work, and I got a drink for work tomorrow as well. I'm doing a 10 to 5 tomorrow, and got myself pain au chocolat and had that for my breakfast on the way into work. I then got into work, got clocked in to put my bag away. I got my drink that I got from Co-op out and I had some of that, and my colleagues I was on shift were thanking me for coming in, and I was like, it's no worries. And it was pretty busy, so I was doing lots of food and drinks, doing lots of food and drink orders and drinks making, and cleaning tables inside as well as outside, and saw and chatted to a load of the regulars that were coming in, and we had quite a lot of people in for coffees, so I was doing lots of coffee orders. And then it calmed down a little bit, so I was just doing a massive clean-up. And then from 3 till 4 it was me and one other of my colleagues, and then my colleague who I was on with started to not really very well, so then Tash, who had been on a split shift, who had finished, came back on from 4 till close, so it was me and Tash until I finished at 5. I then did a massive clean up of the tables, and then I finished, I clocked off and got changed into this jumper. I love this jumper so much, it's probably my favourite jumper ever, and some of our regulars were in and they were loving my jumper, called me the King of Autumn, which I will take gladly, put my crown on. And then Tash did me a chai latte, which was so bloody good. I love a chai latte. It's like drinking autumn, it's just like autumn in a cup. And I then headed off and I went off to the lounge and saw one of my mates in there and was chatting with them. I got some selfies from there. It's such a vibe with lots of really cute mirrors and lanterns, things I love getting photos in front of. And then I saw my uncle and my cousin going off to the fish and chip shop to get fish and chips, as they're staying at my grandma's, my aunt, uncle and cousin. I'm going to be seeing them tomorrow as they're going to be coming in for lunch at my workplace, so it'll be nice to see them tomorrow. I then got picked up by my dad, and just before getting picked up by my dad, I had to pop to the little boys' room, so I went off to one of the pubs to borrow their bathroom. I then got this mirror selfie in front of this beautiful golden mirror. Such a beautiful mirror with really pretty patterns on. I was then making my way off to get picked up by my dad just down from my workplace, when one of my mates who I hadn't seen in ages was like, "Oh Dad, how you doing?" And he'd been really busy with work and stuff, and I also been busy with work and stuff, and so he was like, "We need to catch up soon, like send me a message." I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then I ended up, he's like, "Oh yeah, sit down." So I quickly sat down and was chatting with him quickly, and I was like, "Oh, I really need to go." So I then got picked up, got back, and I had some sausage sandwiches with a cup of tea for my lunch, bit of a late lunch. And then I was listening to a bit of music, did some drawing colouring in, I was writing a bit of my journal entry for today. I then put my dirty work clothes in the wash, I got my clean uniform ready for work tomorrow, and then me and my dad went off to collect our tea, and we were having fish and chips for tea, and we'd ordered that. And I'd just been watching some episodes of Doctor Who and working on some illustrations before that, and then we went off and got our tea, got back, and I had fish cake and chips tea. The fish cake and chips was so delicious, and I also had some chip butties, which are so good. And I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be watching Strictly Come Dancing this evening and catching up on Big Brother from last night. And I think I might have a Corey and an Emmerdale to watch as well, so I'll be catching up on that as well. And hope you guys all have a great Saturday evening and weekend, and shall see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Sunday and I got up early ready for work. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, listened to a bit of music, and had my Sunday music playlist playing, get me pumped for my Sunday shift. And then I was having some bear cuddles, and my dad brought me to work. I then got into work, got clocked in to put my bag away, and it was me and two other colleagues on shift, and I got my drink out that I got for work and had some of that, and it was quite busy. We had a group of 15 people come in for coffees after starting putting up the Christmas lights. It's coming and it's getting me so excited, and it's not even anywhere close to Christmas yet. And then we had a massive wedding hen party thing going on, which was quite busy. So I was buying lots of food and drinks, doing lots of food and drink orders and drinks making, cleaning up tables, and we also had people sitting outside as well as inside. I was chatting to a few of the regulars that were coming in, and then we had a singer come in and perform some guitar acoustics at 1 o'clock, and my grandma and my aunt and uncle and cousin came in for lunch, and they were down to stay for the weekend. So I saw and chatted to them, and then I was just wearing lots of food and drinks. We had quite a busy lunch rush. Then they went off, and I thanked them for coming in for some food, and had a really nice time, and it was great to see them. I then got to have my lunch break, and I had a £1 Wonder, which is one of my workplace specials, and they're so delicious, and had a chai latte as well, and I'm going to show you guys the £1 Wonder I had. The £1 Wonders are so delicious. I'm not really a big fan of potato, which is what it is, but it was so good, and I love how people call it a one pot wonder. Quite a lot of people end up calling it that instead of breakfast in bread that we do. They call it a breakfast in bed, and I'm also like, I wish. And then I was listening to music on my headphones and just chilling or having my lunch break. I'm sat on one of the sofa areas, which is so comfy and feeling nice and cozy. I then set my alarm to go off while my lunch break had finished. My alarm went off, so I then put my headphones away and put my plate out into hot wash, and then I continued on with my shift and was just wanting some more food and drink. Did some food and drink orders, and even did a bit of coffee making, getting a little bit more coffee on the coffee machine, which I'm loving. And then from 3 till 5 it was just me and one other colleague on shift, and then I finished and I clocked off, got my bag, and I got changed into my jumper I'm wearing right now. And then I went off to shops to get some bits from there, and ended up going off to the flower section, and I got some flower stats from there. They had a load of beautiful bouquets with such lovely flowers with really pretty colours on, lots of lovely roses. I then got some snaps from the plant section, and I'm going to show you guys those. That succulent and that glass dish with the plants inside are so pretty. I then made my way back, and on my way back I was getting some selfies and photos of the autumnal leaves. I just love all the red and orange and yellow leaves on the trees. They're just so beautiful. I was listening to music on my headphones, having a lovely Sunday stroll. And I got back and I put my work clothes in the wash and got my clean uniform ready for tomorrow. I'm doing at 9 till 3 tomorrow. I then was listening to a bit of music, working on some illustrations and coming some days in. I was reading a bit more of It Just Gets Out. And then my older brother and his girlfriend arrived, my older sister as well. And my older sister stayed for a little bit, and then she went off out with her mates. And my younger brother and his girlfriend then arrived, and we had our Sunday roast, and I'll show you guys that. The Sunday roast was so delicious, and then afterwards me and my older brother's girlfriend played a game of Ludo. We also love playing Ludo on Sunday nights. Have a bit of a thing with me and my older brother's girlfriend to play Ludo, and I won. It was such a good game, and always had so much fun playing Ludo with her. And then I had a donut with a cup of tea for pudding, and I'll show you guys that. You can't go wrong with a jam donut. It was filled with so much jam, I love it, and lots of sugar on the donuts. We then watched the Strictly results, and then my younger brother and his girlfriend headed off. My older brother and his girlfriend stayed for a little bit longer, and then they went off home themselves. And then I got my younger sister to help me put up some pumpkin little bunting that I got from the shops the other day that you might be able to see in the background, and I'll show you guys a clip of that. Here's my little autumnal cozy corner of my room. I got my pillows here, so it says get cozy. Hello Autumn, and then this one here with some pumpkins on, and I got my little plushy pumpkin, and then there's my mirror with my little autumnal leaf lights around it, and then these ones are new. I got these from Tesco's the other day, and they are so cute. They've got pumpkins on, and they've gone on the string there. They're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be, and I needed a little bit of help from my younger sister to help me put them up, as it got a little bit knotted. But yeah, I just love this little autumnal corner of my bedroom. I love my little cozy corner that you can see behind me. It's giving autumn coziness, and I just feel so cozy and calm and relaxed with this little setup. And I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be watching some more episodes of Heartstopper. I've gotten back into watching. Can't believe they're making a movie out of it. I'm so excited for the Heartstopper movie to be out, and I have got work tomorrow. It's me and Tash tomorrow. Cannot wait to be on shift with her. We're going to absolutely slay, and hope you guys have all had a great week and weekend, and all have a lovely new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon.